position number 4 is Sangyun's 1,000 kill at LCK. Sangyun's dad actually gave it $10K to celebrate this. And also Sangyun bought his whole team beef, which costed around $2,000. A lot of money was going back and forth over there. And lastly, Griffin having their 8th win streak currently, and their last match for the first round is coming up, so we have to find out whether they can make it a perfect first round of the Spring Split. We have to call them a monster in LCK, and they are always on the top rankings of the power ranks. And we had a lot of solo interview with Chovy recently. We have to find out if they can make a perfect first round later today with the first match of today. It's Griffin versus Genji. Chovy is also in the first place for the MVP. So let's check out some rankings over here. This is the standings of all teams. Griffin on the first place and followed by Sandbox and SK Telecom. And the interesting point is that Daman Game and Kingdom, those are actually both 4 wins and 4 losses. So I think every match is so important, and every single set is so important right now to stack up their points. And also KT, Genji, and Africa, there are also the same records right now, 2 wins and 6 losses. But I mean, it is not a very decent looking record, but they still got second round, so we'll be looking forward to them performing better. And here comes the MVP standing. Chovy apparently on the first place. He stacked up 400 points last week, being the solo MVP for 2 match days. Even after Akali disappeared, he has been showing great performance in Zoe. I mean, Zoe doesn't really seem like an OP, but Chovy is pulling off a crazy performance, making Zoe look like a perfect champion. And Chovy is followed by Goat, Play, Depth, and Roller. And these are the KD rankings of each lane. Sword is the leader here, 6.1. So I think everyone can expect that all the Griffin players will be on the first place. So we are actually curious about the Chovy's current KDA. Tarzan, 15.3. It is also an impossible stat over here. So it's really unbelievable how well they're playing at LCK currently. And moving on to mid lane, Chovy, 30.8. It is almost the end of the first round, and his KDA still remains this good. Kind of proves that how well he's performing right now. And number 3, S4. Can you see the fierce competition going over there with 4.969 and 4.967. The records seem really close over here. And moving on to bot lane, Viper. Followed by Nuclear, Sangyun, Ghost, and Teddy. In this Viper, actually, all the 4 players, their KD seem really even. So I think all the AD care players are performing quite well currently. And lastly, it's support. Lee has 11.1. Both Viper and Lee, they always show great KDA, and also they're followed by Mara, Hoyt, and Keen Susan. And Hoyt is the one who opens team fights over there, but still has a very decent KDA. MetLife, do you remember your best KDA in your career? I actually don't remember. I think that means I actually never had a good KDA so far. These were the issues of last week. So let's move on to this week. Because we are facing some new changes, so let's check out this CG over here. The 9.3 hot fix is coming up. It's gonna be live today. So Thief and Ancient Coin, they now require an elite champion within a certain range to earn gold, which means the no farm or Frozen Fancy meta will be out now. So I guess it will not be available for top laners or mid laners to use that. And also it also allows the junglers to not to buy any more wards, so it was the main reason for game getting extended, but with this new patch I think the game will be a lot shorter from now on. But still, there is a possibility for Ezreal to use the support items, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it, especially on the bot lane. Going for maybe double Frostfangs or Ancient Coins, so it's still possible. And Ashe will be on the global ban list because under a certain situation, her ultimate is actually invisible currently, so this will be locked until this Sunday. So we are transferring to second round this week. First round is really at its end, and there are a lot of interesting matches coming up. Today we're having maybe a Telecom War, KT versus SK Telecom later today, and also we'll be looking forward to seeing which team will perform even better at second round robin. Today we're going to be having Griffin versus Genji, but also I'm really looking forward to seeing SK Telecom versus KT Roaster, the traditional Telecom War. And tomorrow, Junior is having their last match for the first round. Will they be able to kind of get out of their losing streak because it is against Kingzone? Well, I think Junior is actually keep improving. They're evolving every match, so maybe they can make it happen against Kingzone. This will be the end of the previous show of today, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ji-san, and it's fantastic to be with you now for another week and the end of the first round robin. We have the last games for every single team until we switch over to the second round robin on Friday. And of course, we save the best till last. Genji versus Griffin to start off the day, and then the auspicious Telecom War Papa Smithy. It is a good day to be an LCK fan.
It's a Kesper Cup Finals rematch into the Telecom War. On paper, definitely when Kesper was setting out their life, this Wednesday is stacked. Let's break records. But in effect, it is, of course, very big favorites against very big underdogs. It could go 2-0, 2-0, but the waters around the world for League of Legends right now have never been murkier in 2019. All the big teams are losing. G2 have taken a loss. TL have taken a loss. Over in China, the bottom teams keep beating the top teams, so anything can happen. Does that extend to Korea? Does it not? I want to find out.
Yeah, well, we were actually asking this question on Sunday, and the answer was no, Papa Smithy.
Sure.
The right teams did win on the day.
But
however,
today
there were some
is the day,
upsets,
right?
But exactly right. I feel like coming into today, this is where we know. We're looking at it, we're like, Griffin, 16-1, there is no way that they lose this. There's no way they lose to Genji after coming in 3-0 in the last best of 5. That is going to be our first matchup. And then SKT versus KT looks like the shoes are well and truly on the other foot in 2019 in comparison to 2018. But let's start with Genji versus Griffin. 2 Gs, but definitely a different G for Griffin in this one. I mean, in StarCraft, very famously, you type GG when you're losing, and Griffin typing GG when they're winning so far this season.
And who will be the realest G in the room between Genji and Griffin? A Kesper Cup Finals rematch. Damn has a lot gone right for Griffin since then, and on that day, of course, was a 3-0 in pretty fast fashion. And everything's gone wrong for Genji, so we're looking at it here. It's actually not written on this text, but the cool thing is, if Griffin 2-0 today, they have the best round robin since the start of the LCK format at the start of 2015. In that time, 18-2 in best of ones is the best ever recorded score. SK Telecom T1 in the first round robin of summer 2015, back with Marin and the squad they had back then. Maybe the best team of all time. To me, a better team than even Samsung White in 2014. Now we fast forward all this way to Griffin. Can Griffin go 18-1? Their worst score, if they win the match, will in fact be matching 18-2.
And remember, also, that bottom point, 800 points for Joby already in MVP score. And we've had end of season 1000s being the highest possible. As win rate after first turret at 100% is not exactly a stat that we really need to mention for Griffin because they've got almost 100% win rate anyway.
Those KDA graphs, you know, we were talking to host Mina, Bitdoll, and of course Mad Life, and they have 3 players above 15 KDA after playing 17 games of the season. They're 16-1.
They only have Sword under double-digit KDA.
To give you guys context, there's 18 games in the entire LCS split, and no one averages above 10 KDA with any regularity, but 3 players on the same team above 15 is outrageous stuff. Gen.G had a bounce-back performance. I was watching at home as they looked a lot better in their series against SKT. Still things to work on, but for once, more than one highlight.
Yeah, exactly right. And Cube actually getting some solo kills here as well. And the thing that I think is very important is have a look at Fly. He's on his Lysandra and was actually playing relatively well. Fly really has been a weak point for Gen.G for the last few weeks, but wasn't the case, especially not in game number 1 against SKT.
It was a fun series to watch. I think there was issues on both sides, and SKT, they just can't replicate their form every game they play, and they do have some down performances here. Just Fly getting back into the fight, having a big engage. As Maker and the front line Corki, I think we could see a lot more Corki today. I'm not 100% convinced on the pick, but just with how much is being played on the LPL, even before the IE change, I think that just as an indication that Korean and LPL teams have been scrimming against each other in recent weeks.
We're going to have a look at Griffin here. Joby hunting for aimings. And
Aiming
Flash ain't going to get you out of the way of that one.
precisely everything wrong in this play. He was half a second late on the spell shield and Flash anyway. From there, though, there's not a lot of good things to talk about with a freaker for Griffin. Just another 2-0.
It was, and it was a pretty damn impressive 2-0 as well. Freaker was certainly punished for almost everything that they did and got made to look like a second-rate squad, but that's what Griffin seems to be doing. It is only Sandbox that's been able to find a game, and even then, they needed as many OP picks as they could possibly get on that current patch. Griffin just diving with reckless abandon, but can they do it against Gen.G, who have been looking a little bit better? The answer in my mind is a certain yes, but you never know. Things have been topsy-turvy around the world, and the winds of change may hit Korea today.
And I know that I judge players, like everyone else, based on the numbers. The biggest number, the best player, the lowest number, the worst. Easily 5 times the player is Tarzan over Peanut is what I'm learning today.
Oh my god.
The rest of the stats here, not so interesting. It's not nice being 11th on anything, but DPM for junglers, 11th, so a sub is ahead of Peanut.
There's actually a lot for Peanut at the moment because, you know, he has been herbivoring a little bit more than you'd otherwise like. And on champions like Elite, that is not where you want to be seeing your jungler. Peanut really needs to find a bounce back. I don't know whether against Griffin is going to be the best place to find it. However, you've got to start somewhere, and if they can find a win here, imagine that for a momentum boost. Would feel a whole lot better.
Griffin look just like they outmatched Gen.G in every role, but we know the best of these Gen.G players, which again, we haven't seen on the Rift at the same time in 2019, should be a lot more competitive.